Gonna get into this workout and just easy pedaling right now, 50%. I'm gonna have you do a little bit of a high cadence piece. All right, our last people checking in here. So we've got a little bit of a high cadence piece that we're gonna do in our structured warm-up. And then, I don't know, is it a no-brainer today? We're doing one long climb. So I'll be giving you cues. Some of the efforts are on the longer side, 5 minutes and 4 minutes. You see through here. Gonna start out with 5 minutes in around our hour power, and then 2 minutes backing off, 4 minutes a little higher than our hour power, 2 minutes in a downhill, and then building up the last 9 minutes. Okay? So right now, just have a little sip of water. Get yourself ready, top to bottom. Think about settling in on the bike, nice and relaxed. Relaxed face. We're just talking to Howard there. He's on his rollers. He has to relax. Otherwise, he'll fall off. Hey, guys. Okay, easy gear. And we're going to start with a little speed endurance, just really quickly, going right up. We'll start from here. I'm at 94 RPM. And next 45 seconds, I'm gonna have you wind it up to 100 RPM. And then we're gonna do a couple little increments up, a couple back down, and then we're getting into our long climb build. That is 22 minutes long, I think it is. We add it all up. Okay, relax shoulders. Little bit of gear, as I said, around 50%. And what I'd like you to do in this speed endurance piece is keep backing the watts off if you're on a trainer or a bike that is going to give you the real effect of staying in a gear, increasing the cadence. That will increase the watts. So if you're on that system, just keep either backing off the gear a little bit as we keep increasing the cadence. Starting now, 100 is where I want you to be. Quick feet, moving it around, top of our optimal range. We talk about 90 to 105 being the range we want to develop. Some of us are always going to be a little more efficient towards the end, bottom end. Some are going to be quite comfortable and develop higher leg speed. I often refer to my founding partner, Gina, who came up through the track and always rode a gear or two smaller, easier than me, and about 10 RPM higher. But if I tried to copy her, I would spike out pretty fast as my efficiency. It got better, but it wasn't thousands and thousands and thousands of hours at that very, very, very high leg speed that trackies do. Okay, 105 for me. Bring it up. Once we get out of the 105 kind of range, it's where we're overreaching, really trying to work on that leg speed, keeping on backing off the gear so that you're not restricted by generating too many watts. Just want fast feet. Next one in 20 seconds, gonna bring it up to 110. Try and settle into the saddle. Relax your shoulders, eyes up. Just focus on the feeling of that rhythm. And you're gonna bring it up now. 5 RPM. 2, 1, up, up. I like to play a little game when we get here. Seeing the number, looking away, see if you can hold it just through the feeling, because you're at a bit of an unnatural range, teaching your body to turn it over recruiting some of those muscle fibers. Not always used to using. 30 more seconds. Play the game, look down, look back up, see how you're doing. One more lift coming up. This one, if you can't do it without bouncing, just stay at the 110. Try and nudge it up. Just want to try it, feel it, bring that down. 115, coming up in 3, 2, 1, up, up. Back to talking about those trackies. One of our coaches was on bronze medal winning Olympic team pursuit team, and she said she's kind of a gear masher. She only rode at about 117 RPM in the team pursuit. Like, gear masher. All right, 30 more seconds. But they know exactly the RPM they ride at because they got one gear and they have to learn their maximum capability for that 4-minute block. Okay, 10 seconds. You're gonna come down, 110, 2, 1, back down. Feels relieving, even though 110's uncomfortable. Hold on to it here. Let it just drift back. Doesn't come back all at once in an instant. 15 seconds. We're gonna come down a little faster than we went up. Another 10. Feels so much better, right? Hold on to that 110 and let it slide back to 105. 105. Right here. Locked in. Teaching your body just a few extra RPM. It might not be readily giving you. Hold it right here. Good job. All the way back to 100 next. 3, 2, 1. 100 cadence. Luxury. Bringing it down. Hey, I hear anyone who doesn't love the leg speed. This is a nasty part of my later years in my career because I was a gear masher for real, not like Jasmine at 117 RPM. Gear masher, time trial, mountain bike. Had to learn to develop efficiency and more leg speed. Okay, back to wherever you want now. Last 30 seconds, and then we'll just have a quick little break and then go right into our hill. When I say break, I don't mean getting up for coffee, just, you know, easy pedaling for a minute. All right, 5 seconds. Wherever you want to be, you felt a little bit of toil in your muscles, so they should be ready for the next piece. 1 minute. We're going to go right into this. 5 minutes, 80 cadence. So it's not a steep grade. It's a crisp climbing cadence at 80 cadence. It's definitely out of our optimal efficiency that we were talking about, but on a grade 4, 5%, totally relevant. And you worked on finding your hour power number. I want you to be right around there. 80% bit high, but if you're feeling like a superstar today, you can push it up to that level. About 5 minutes is a pretty good block. Have a little sip of water, get that cadence. 10 seconds. Bring the gear in. This is just putting our, I won't say put our heads down. I don't want anyone's heads down. But this is just getting into it mentally. 2, 1, and here you go. Come on. Imagine you're at the base, one of your favorite longer climbs. Lots of time here, sitting with the group, lots of time just to think about feeling comfortable. Always trying to imagine that we feel comfortable, even when we really, really don't. And one of those little games you can play with yourself, right? Thinking away from the parts of you that are under stress. Thinking about relaxing anything you can. And you've already got over a minute done. Right now, I have this little posse riding around me. I'm going to envision for us here locally, I'm on one of the local hills, average grade 4 to 5%. I know I've got those little switchbacks that level out. Those are my dream goal places I'm going to get some recovery. You're almost at 2 minutes. Hold on to this. Just hold on to it. Going to be getting well past a kilometer. If we're talking in kilometers, you're part of the world. Okay, good job, guys. Hold it right here. Hold it at that 80. Think about your feet for a little bit as we get to the halfway point here. This is only 5 minutes at your hour power. It's almost hard to keep your self-control. You want to go a bit harder. But what we're doing in this is kind of setting up a hard base, building on it throughout the 20-minute plus climb. Good job. Only 2 minutes to go, coming up. Feel it through your feet. Feel that positive connection to your pedals. So much about good climbing is in your head. Many people think they're not good climbers, so they aren't. And you'd be surprised that some people that think they're good climbers don't look like they should be. Well, you don't know why they are. We have one guy, coaches with us, rode in Belgium for a long time. If you've watched any of the classics, you have these really steep, short, hard repetitions of little hills. He's a big guy. He's a really big guy. Asked his director, how can I climb better? And the director said, think like a cloud, floating in the atmosphere. You're light. You're light. You're breezy. Ain't nothing dragging you down on this hill. And even if it just made him laugh going up the hills, he said he rode better. Next big event. Okay, guys, you're coming up to 30 seconds to go. Little check-in with everything. Watch your demeanor. Relax your face. Relax your shoulders, bring them down. You're going into a little switchback that I promised, and you're gonna bring it back. Higher cadence, 50 to 60%, closer to 60 would be my goal for you. Coming off this in less than 10 now. Getting ready to back off the gear, getting ready to bring the cadence up, getting ready to recover a bit. 2, 1, here we go, come on. Let's bring that cadence up. It's not ballistically higher or different, but it's moving the blood around, propelling the bike forward effectively, using the switchback for a combination of recovery, but also keeping yourself settled in to your group. Next piece is going to be 4 minutes. 4 minutes at 80%. So I want it over your hour power. Pushing into and out of the other side. Comfortably uncomfortable to just uncomfortable. Going in a minute. Remember, when you're doing these recovery pieces, play with your gears. Feel where you get the best recovery, the most recovery in this little amount of time that's given you. Sometimes on a trail or a gravel ride, there's little dips and rollers, and you can use those to get maximum recovery. But you want to use your gears a bit. Not just soft pedaling, always thinking about it, always thinking about what I can do better. All right, 4 minutes coming up. You're going to drop your cadence. This is easy. 80 effort, 80 cadence. Coming up to it in 10. So start bringing your cadence down. Start bringing it down. Feel it through your feet. You got your tempo. Last bit of gear in. All the way. 3, 2, 1. Come on. Get after it. First 20 seconds. Again, I'm going to visualize one of our local hills as you come out of the first switchback. Has a real kind of a steep transition, goes up to 6 to 7%. I'm going to try and keep on my rhythm, my cadence, but the powers come up to do that. Whole 4 minutes. Good job, guys. Eyes up the road. Keep picking points, things you want to ride to. Tick them off as you're getting there. Good job. Remember to breathe. Done a minute. Got 3 minutes to go at this effort level. Really good, guys. Locked in right here. This is enough. This is enough wattage. You should really feel the hamstrings working. Big muscles, downstroke, glutes, quads, calves, and then up. Start to feel those hamstrings and hip flexors. You're coming up to halfway pretty soon. Watch the shoulders. I have to keep telling myself. Come on, keep that pressure the same through your feet. That's all you need to do. Just don't change anything. Keeping the speed the same. Keeping the speed the same. Awesome. Good job. Second half of this. Always kind of a bonus when we're on the other side. Thinking we've done more than half an interval. Come on, give your legs a little talking to. If they're hurting, a little shut up right here. Come on, get those hamstrings into it. 90 seconds. 90 seconds. You're looking for the next little break. The next one gives you a little bit of a downward tip on the road. So it's low power, but I want it high cadence. Come on, guys. Push, push, push. Keep it right there. Keep it right there. Don't get a death grip on those handlebars. Try and relax. Anything you can. Awesome job, come on. Last little bit. We're gonna roll it right into the downhill. We're not backing off the pressure at all before. We want the bike having the most momentum we can, so we can relax on it. 15 seconds. Come on, guys. Getting ready to roll right into this. Getting ready. Got that transition coming up. In 5. Roll right until the bike is actually tipping down. In 3, 2, 1. Okay. Get that cadence up. This is where you want to get the speed of the bike rolling, working for you. Then you can get your break. Good job. 90 more seconds like this. Often we'll see a rider who's made such a great effort up the hard part, up and over a hill, up and over a pitch. Think, oh, downhill. That's just pulling my bike along. I'm not losing any speed. But you want to keep the pedals turning. Don't lose any real estate. There'll be little times in a group, you're tucked in, you're connected, you're able to really back the pressure off after you've made that initial transition. But these are the little 5-second, 10-second, 15-second things you do all over the place to give yourself your best ride, best result, best output. Okay, 30 seconds. We're back onto the same kind of piece as we just came off. 4 minutes, 80%. 80 to 90 cadence this time. A little bit more of a 4, even 3% grade. Start bringing the cadence down. We're off the downhill. We're not missing a beat. We're not going to suddenly get surprised going into the hill. In 2, 1, and bring it up. Come on. Getting close to the top now. Last less than 10 minutes by a little bit. Awesome job, guys. Come on. Watch your shoulders. Change your hand position. If it helps, I like to ride on the tops. On top here, on long climbs. Do that much, just as much on a mountain bike. Okay. Getting close to a minute done. Hold on to this power. Breathe. A little bit of self-talk. We watched that transition from a downward slope into the hill again. We were ready for it. We carried momentum. We shifted properly into the hill instead of suddenly having huge amount of resistance, big stall in the bike. We're actually on it, shifting into the hill, and you're almost at 90 seconds. Good. Hold it as close to 90 as you want. Being on a climb, maybe trying to be more in that mid-range, 85-ish. I was creeping up there. Good job, guys. We're gonna be at halfway pretty soon. Try not to shake your head around. Try and keep quiet. Relax. Good job, Steve. My old training partner used to say, sometimes when it's going really, really hard, she remind herself to smile. I'm not really a smiler while I'm going hard, but apparently it can make you feel better about what you're doing. Good job. Talking about when people are on the sides of courses as well. What we hate to hear, especially if you're going up a hill, feeling like a beast, having such a good day, and someone says, don't give up. You're near the top. Do I look like I'm gonna give up? Am I wearing that on my face? Come on, 60 seconds, guys. Not giving up. Never, never, never. Push that gear around. Keep it going. Keep it going. 45 seconds now. Then you're gonna get that 60% piece. Welcome, but hard. Keep your attention span now. Coming up to our last 5 minutes of this hill. Come on, you got it. Happy thoughts, strong thoughts. Hold on right until we're into that flat. Nudging yourself up in the group. Giving yourself the luxury of being able to take a little sliding space if you need it. In 5. Here we go. On the flat. 2, 1. Get the gear off. Only to 60%. This is not like the other two. It's a little harder. We're near the top. Everyone's a little more interested in keeping the pressure on. A little more interested in checking out who's pretending they can be here and who really is making it happen. Awesome job. A little bit over a minute, and we have our one hard 3 minutes to the top. So use this. Recover, recover. Remember, I said there is such a thing as using a bit of sliding space. You got yourself into position. Give yourself 10, 15 seconds, but don't let it slip away too much. Using a bit more cadence to generate the same power. All right, you can see that last pitch to the top. It's coming up. Little mental adjustment. Mental adjustment. Getting ready now, 30 seconds. Thinking about everything you're doing well. You're strong. You ride like a cloud. And you've got a happy face. Okay, 10 seconds. Your choice of cadence here. Whatever gives you that 85 the most effectively. Bring the gear up. 2, 1, new rhythm, come on. 3 minutes. Taking it right to the top. Strong through the feet. I'm riding just around 90 RPM. Trying to use my cadence. It's not a super steep grade. I might change that at the end. A little bit more gear. If it levels out, probably the other way. More RPM. Good job, guys. Come on. Keep it strong. Think you can. Watch those shoulders. Bring them down. Yeah. Bring them down. Eyes up. Pick little landmarks. Or maybe out of this posse. Howard putting the pressure on. Bringing it up a little bit. All staying glued to Howard. He's got a plan. We're going to be part of it. Almost halfway through this. Come on, guys. Fight for it. Push, push, push. When we get to the last minute, lay it out there, over the top. Do whatever you can. 85 at least. But push as though you got a finish line ahead. All right? Coming up to a minute to go. Awesome job, you guys. Come on. Give those legs one last talking to. Feel it through your feet now. Forcing the pedals around. It's your last minute. Come on, guys. A little more gear if you want. A little more cadence. Come on. See Lisa pushing it up there at the front. Seeing if we can all go with it. Stay glued to that wheel. Come on, coming up to Howard. You got a little bit of gap. We're gonna keep this acceleration going now. Come on. 30 seconds. Pushing it right to the line. Last 20. Come on, Derek. We forgot about Derek. He's trying to take a flyer on us. Come on, guys. Push, push, push. 10. Last little bit. Right across the line. Never till you cross the finish line do we let up. And 3, 2, and 1. Easy, easy. Back it off. Back it off. Good. Recover, recover. Doing some of these long hill builds, it's a good way to think of just some good tactical riding. And I mean, there's tactical, you know, as it pertains to the group, but there's also tactical as to what to get out of yourself. If you're riding with a group on a hill, there can be different strategies, but if it's a hilltop finish of some sort, you want to think about how much energy you need to expend where, right? And often, if you're around people that are your level, then it's not really going to be in your best interest to be pushing it too much in the bottom, unless you're thinking, okay, maybe I'm just going to push it a bit, but I'm not going over my real limit. I'm just kind of squeeze it up and then sit back in. Get yourself where you're getting as much recovery as you can, and then saving something for the end. Play around with that. Lots of fun, whether it's for a bottle of wine bet, or a jersey, or a best time up something. All counts. And these are things too, with a workout like this, do something like this on an actual climb outside, and you know, measure your improvement in time, measure what you can do in that way, take segments of it. Okay guys, it's a wrap on the workout.